Hello dear traders and investors. Thank you for helping our project. All forms of help can be viewed in the description of this video. Now let's analyze the main fundamental indicators of the company Amazon.com Inc., ticker AMZN. This review is based on data as of April 26, 2024. According to Classification Guru.Markets, company Amazon.com Inc. belongs to the subcategory Delivery. 59 organizations take part in the comparison, which is very representative. Let's start with summary information about the company. A little further we will consider each parameter in a little more detail. You can pause it if you want. You can consider each indicator of the corporation in question more carefully. Access to the table with the structure of company tickers is absolutely free and free. Market capitalization of the company Amazon.com Inc. valued at $1,805.68 billion. And the capitalization of the subcategory is $2,492 billion. Amazon.com Inc. accounts for a share of 72.449%. This is the main leader of the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $201.43 billion. With a balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory of $455 billion. Amazon.com Inc. accounts for a share of 44.224%. Comparing the occupied shares of market and book value, we see the following. Occupied share Amazon.com Inc. in the subcategory in case of market capitalization assessment is 72.449%. The book value is 44.224%. This is 39% less than the share of stock market capitalization. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Overall company assessment Amazon.com Inc. will be demonstrated at the very end of the video. Please review the logic of the study in full. The analyzed organization's debt obligations amount to $155.101 billion. Debt-to-book capitalization accounts for 77% of capital. Result on the level of the company's debt obligations. Tolerable, 0 points. The company's market value to earnings ratio is 60.1. The subcategory average is 41.9, which is 30% higher than the subcategory average. Assessment of stock market value to its profit in comparison within the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Profits for the last 12 months amounted to $30,425 million. Projected earnings for the coming 12 months are tentatively expected to be $44,524 million. 46.3% more than now. Assessment of projected future profits in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's value to revenue ratio is 3.1. The subcategory average of 2.4 is 29% higher than the subcategory average. Evaluation of market price to revenue indicators in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $574,790 million. Forward revenue for the next 12 months is tentatively expected to be $841,140 million. 46% more than now. Assess projected future revenue performance against subcategory performance. Good, 0.5 points. The sales margin is 5.3%, with an average in the subcategory of 5.6%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 0.3%. Assessment of sales profitability in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 58.207%, which is 24% less than the share of market capitalization. And this shows the imbalance in the company's stock market value. Amazon.com Inc., rather towards revaluation. The amount of market capital for each employee of the organization is equal to $1,184,000. And in the subcategory there are $951,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the organization's indicators is 24.5%. Estimation of the amount of capital per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The profit per employee is $20,000. The average in the subcategory is $22,700. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 12%. Estimation of profit per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. Sales per individual employee of the company is $377,000. In the subcategory $403,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 7%. Estimation of sales per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The volume of short transactions corresponds to 0.8%, with an average for the subcategory of 4.5%. This is an assessment of the possible risk of a short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 40% for the company Amazon.com Inc. Whereas in the subcategory the RSI level, 14, is 46%. Technically, subcategory stocks are priced the same as stocks Amazon.com Inc. Comparing the movement of the company's stock price Amazon.com Inc. and subcategory shares. We can see that over the last 12 months the company's shares Amazon.com Inc. showed dynamics of 69.3%. Against price changes in the subcategory 5.7%. This does not clearly indicate anything, but it is necessary to keep this fact in mind. Result: -1.5 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is 0.2 points. If you look very broadly, within the stock market as a whole. Note that the average score for the entire stock market is 0.3 points. Against the score of -1.5 points Amazon.com Inc. Let's look at the order table, which is available to everyone. The link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions made by the stock valuation information and reference System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. Based on the analysis of the company Amazon.com Inc. help System.GURU.Markets, the following decision is made. Do not open a deal, because Amazon.com Inc. This is not the most undervalued company in the subcategory. Many thanks to everyone for watching this video and for using the information system Guru.Markets. You all truly are the coolest audience.